Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Chairman Cruz. Gentlemen, the Chicago Hub Improvement Program, or CHIP, is a once-in-a-lifetime, once-in-a-generation transformative project that will enhance rail service across the Midwest and across the nation. It will improve service in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Missouri, not just in Illinois, which is why there is bipartisan support for it. CHIP is making critical investments in rail infrastructure and facilities that will upgrade connectivity, enhance accessibility, reduce travel times, improve safety, and support good-paying jobs. Chicago is Amtrak's busiest station outside of the Northeast region, and more than 50% of Amtrak's long-distance services travel through Chicago Union Station. And trains that begin or end in Chicago Union Station make up more than 90% of Amtrak's services outside the East and West Coast. In 2023, the FRA awarded Amtrak nearly $50 million from the Federal-State Partnership for Intercity Passenger Rail to improve passenger rail efficiency at Chicago Union Station to benefit the national rail network. Mr. Fink, if you are confirmed, will you commit to working with Amtrak to ensure that all of those awarded funds get delivered to CHIP without undue delay?
Thank you for the question, Senator. I enjoyed sitting and going over many of the issues we talked about around Chicago. I am not right now up to speed on that. I am going to, if confirmed, when I get down and hit the ground running and sit down and talk about these issues when I get to FRA, if confirmed, and we can get to the bottom of the issues that you came up with in the meetings I've had.
If there are no issues, will you confirm that, will you ensure that all these awarded funds will get delivered without undue delay?
If there's no issues, yes.
All right, thank you. Furthermore, Mr. Fink, Chicago is a national hub for freight rail, in addition to passenger rail. Out of every 4 freight trains in the United States passes through Chicago. That is about 500 freight trains per day. If you're moving anything via rail from coast to coast, there's a good chance it will go through Chicago, which has more tracks radiating in more directions than any other city in North America. But bottlenecks in Chicago causes delay in the shipment of goods across the country. That is why freight rail companies, passenger rail companies like Amtrak, Metra, the state of Illinois, and the city of Chicago are partnering on the Chicago Region Environmental and Transportation Efficiency Program, or CREATE project, which is unclogging the rail network for the nation by building crucial underpasses and overpasses and upgrading tracks, switches, and signals. The first Trump administration recognized the importance of CREATE to our nation's economy and national security, which is why President Trump in his first term awarded $132 million to the program. Mr. Fink, if you are confirmed, will you commit to giving full and fair grant consideration for applications for projects like CREATE?
Thank you for the question, Senator. If confirmed, I will look and work towards making sure that these grants that are scored and for Chicago or other places are put out. That's one of my goals as FRA administrator. There's a lot of grants. There's a lot of things that haven't gotten out. Let's get them out and let's get things built.
Thank you. Will you also commit that you will not delay funding that has been awarded to projects like CREATE if there are no extenuating circumstances?
Again, I'm not there yet, so when I get there, I'm going to sit down and hopefully, I've heard a lot of these grants have been released in the last few weeks. Hopefully, by the time I get there, those issues will be behind us and we will be working on sending out new programs if you authorize them for grants in the future.
Will you commit to making yourself available to me to follow up on any of these questions?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I now recognize Senator Markey.
I thank you